strolling along, just minding my business, humming a song. I'm happy by myself, not a care in the world. This is a life, just me, myself, and I. I am watching the clouds up in the sky, all but laughing out loud. I'm telling
Hey everyone, my name is RJSMITH, and this thing of ours is called Crazy News Reacts, where we chase down the most insane, ridiculous, and craziest news stories and bring them to you every day at midnight. If this is your first time here, thank you very much for joining our family. And if you're a returning subscriber, I feel blessed. Honestly, thank you so much. Today I'm talking about a Broward County Sheriff's deputy who was turning victims into liars and liars into victims. This one deputy has had an amazingly negative effect on the community, and I think you'll see why. Here we go.
He's accused of falsifying information and even threatening a victim.
This arrest especially concerning considering the types of crimes that this BSO deputy was investigated. Most of the people who reported crimes, he looked into sexual abuse allegations. Well, tonight, that detective himself is in jail here in Fort Lauderdale, and he's charged with 9 counts of official misconduct and 1 count of extortion. Detective Demetrius Campbell is a 21-year veteran of BSO, investigating sensitive sex crimes with a special victims unit. But the sworn deputy is accused of dropping the ball on multiple cases by allegedly lying about evidence and victim statements, even closing out sex crimes cases without a proper investigation. The situation came to light when a sexual battery victim called BSO to get a status update on her case. Campbell's supervisors then got involved after records revealed the case had been closed because the victim was uncooperative, something she adamantly denied.
Sexual assault in America is one of the most underreported crimes, period. And then once charges are brought, when people get the courage to step forward, they're going to face lies, contempt, bullying. And we have to believe those who claim that this happened to them. In this particular case, it was a deputy sheriff with more than 2 decades of experience closing cases just so he would look good to his commanders. He had little or no regard for his victims, and in fact made it look like many of them were outright lying. Look, 1 in 6 women have to deal with sexual assault every year, and that drops to 1 in 4 when we're talking about college-aged women. Let's continue, guys.
In another case, Detective Campbell, quote, reported that when making contact with the victim and her mother, she admitted to him that she lied and completely made everything up, crime unfounded. But after BSO's public corruption unit reopened and re-interviewed that witness, an investigator says, I asked if she provided Detective Campbell with that statement, and she said, no. There are accusations of subtle threats against some victims. Campbell is accused of telling one woman, an illegal immigrant, quote, it doesn't make any sense to go any further with this case because nothing is going to come from it, and not to use this as a tool to get a U visa.
Just think about it. A law enforcement officer, a detective in the sexual assault unit telling victims nothing's going to come of this. You might as well just drop it. And then closing the case without any input from anyone else. Holy shit. This is what I mean when I tell you of a power imbalance within the legal system. Police officers and sheriff deputies get away with murder, let alone closing cases that they think, not really important. Unreal. Especially when you consider that 1 out of every 3 rapes is reported every year, even though 8 out of 10 of the suspects are known by the victims.
With nearly 100 cases that were assigned to Campbell, Sheriff Gregory Toney is now issuing this statement that says, I expect all BSO employees to serve with virtuous character and integrity. Failure to fully investigate such serious crimes is reprehensible and downright disgraceful. The public can rest assured all unfounded SVU cases investigated by Campbell will be reopened and thoroughly reviewed. And that number is 41. 41 cases that Campbell investigated and labeled unfounded. Those are the cases that are now being re-investigated. In the meantime, Campbell, again, here in jail, he is expected to appear before a judge sometime tomorrow.
41 cases this guy just decided to no pros or not move forward. His own choice, regardless of what the evidence showed. Is this not incredible? You know, I seem to remember that like 6% of college students, male, admit to committing the legal definition of rape. That's 6 out of every 100. And those convicted in a sexual assault admit they committed many others that were never even reported. If you have been a victim of sexual assault of any type, if you are touched inappropriately in your private places, that is an attempted rape, period, in America. Definitely attempted assault, but it's not even attempted, right? Because it happened. Even now in 2024, more than 75% of sexual assaults are not reported, especially if they're done by a law enforcement officer because people are scared of them. What might they do if that particular deputy doesn't believe them, like this guy? Hey, like and subscribe. I really need you guys to do that. Everyone who saw this video today, and please hit the like button. It helps us get out there amongst more people. And subscribe if you really like it. I bring some more crazy stuff every day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow.